Hello, these are my interviews. Hi,
Hi.
do you know anything about Bitcoin?
Yes.
Ooh, what do you know about Bitcoin?
You can use it as an app, I think.
Okay, so it's an app on your phone, and
It's like a currency.
okay, so you can like trade U.S. dollars for it.
I don't know about that.
So you buy money,
Right.
and this is a little different because it's like a stock. So
Okay.
the value goes up and down,
Right.
and if you're lucky, you catch it when it's going up.
Just like foreign currency.
Yes. So like 10 years ago, you could buy 10 Bitcoin for $1 US.
Right.
But now, to buy one Bitcoin, it takes $20,000.
20,000 American dollars?
20,000 American dollars.
Wow.
So all these people that bought Bitcoin 10 years ago are like, not millionaires, billionaires.
I didn't get in on that.
Yeah, me either. I'm kind of disappointed.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi,
Hello.
do you know anything about Bitcoin?
A little bit.
Tell me what you know.
I know it is a cryptocurrency,
Ooh, okay.
and it has been it's not. I think it's not an actual currency that is
Okay.
accepted by most mainstream economic systems,
Yeah.
but a lot of people have been trading it online.
So like stock.
Yeah, like stock. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So that's good. So it's decentralized, meaning no government controls it.
Yes. Yeah.
There's nothing backing it. Like in theory, the U.S. dollar is backed by gold in Fort Knox.
Mhm.
Okay. There's a lot of people that do accept it, but you can't walk into a grocery store in most places and use it yet.
Right. Right.
Would you be interested to know there are countries where it is used more than the country's cash?
Really.
Because the country's cash is in such bad shape, they use Bitcoin or other digital currencies instead.
Okay.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
Have you ever bought any?
No, I have not. I can't afford it.
Well, it's a funny question. That seems to be a common thing. Did you know you can buy $10?
I didn't. I thought you could only buy like the full amount.
Nope. Nope. You can buy any amount you want. So if you bought, so it's a $10,000, right? So if I bought $1,000, I would get 0.1 Bitcoin. If I bought $100, I would get 0.001. So you can buy any amount you want. It doesn't have to be one Bitcoin. Does that change your mind on buying?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I have the Robinhood app, so I like track all of my stocks on there, and I always
Oh.
see it, and I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to get like a singular
Okay.
Bitcoin, but I didn't know you could buy it in like chunks.
Yeah, you can buy any amount you want.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, do you know who invented Bitcoin?
I have no idea.
Okay. Do you know about the other cryptocurrencies?
No, I
Like
don't.
Ethereum or Ripple?
I
or...
have heard of Ethereum, but I don't ever I haven't seen it attract in the way that Bitcoin is. Yeah.
Because Bitcoin was the first,
Right.
and Bitcoin's got all the attention because of that. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you ever heard of Bitcoin?
I've heard of it, yes.
Okay. What have you heard about it?
Online currency uses, use it. It's kind of like the stocks, basically.
Okay.
Pretty much use it to sell things as well.
So it's
Stuff.
like stocks because it's volatile, goes
Yeah,
up and down.
it goes value of it goes up and down as people buy and sell it, which is like stocks.
Okay.
As far as
But
I
it's
know.
like currency
because you can use it to buy things and stuff. As far as I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
I've never used it, so
That's right.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
So that's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
A currency that you can buy things with and is an investment.
Yeah, it's an investment that may or may not turn out well. Yeah.
Just like any stock.
Very true. Yeah.
So who controls Bitcoin?
Pretty much everyone. I mean, it's like stocks. I mean, it's whoever buys it and sells it. I mean,
So there's no government backing.
as far as I'm aware,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Satoshi, the guy who created Bitcoin?
Don't think very much. I mean, I might have once, but
Okay.
don't really remember.
Have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
Considered it. It's not really something I'm into though, because it's just like I'm not much of a gambling person. That's kind of what I associate with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like the stock market.
Yeah,
and,
uh-huh.
You know.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I say hi.
Hello.
Do you know about Bitcoin?
I've heard of it, yes.
What do you know about Bitcoin?
It's some sort of global currency. It's not money that you can hold. It's some sort of
Okay.
digital currency. And I think you can actually convert from real currency to Bitcoin.
Okay.
I think you can buy things with Bitcoin.
Okay.
I know that it's secure. There's some sort of like digital wallets you can put it in.
Okay.
And
You know a lot, by the way. You know more than you think you know.
And I know a fair amount of it's been stolen.
Ooh, tell me about that.
I don't know enough. People somehow are getting into other people's Bitcoin wallets and
Interesting.
stealing it, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so each Bitcoin wallet has what's called a private key, a really long string of numbers.
Yep.
And if you get a hold of that private key, if anyone gets a hold of it, they can take your money.
Mhm.
So that's probably where the stealing part comes from, is like someone got into someone's email
Yeah.
and they did it. So have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
No, I have no interest in it.
Is Bitcoin controlled by a government?
No.
So who controls it?
That's a good question. I couldn't tell you who controls Bitcoin.
Nobody.
Mm.
It's interesting. So do you think of Bitcoin more as money or stock market?
Well, it's a little of both. I mean, even real currency has exchange rates compared to other currencies. So,
Okay. Thank you very much.
oh, that was easy.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, yes, I do.
Oh. What do you know about Bitcoin?
I know you can use it to get things online or
So you can buy stuff with it.
basically, yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I know you can mine it.
What does that mean?
So I think if your computer's strong enough, let's say you have like 2 graphics cards.
Okay, so it has something to do with graphics cards.
Yeah. You can I know you kind of like you let the whatever manages Bitcoin
Yeah.
use your computer, and then I guess you get Bitcoin through it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess, right?
So I can explain that a little bit.
Okay.
So each Bitcoin transaction
Mm-hmm.
has some security around it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to create that security, you have to solve a math problem.
Yeah.
Okay. The first person that can solve that math problem gets a little bit of Bitcoin.
Okay.
So the miners
Mhm.
are racing to be the first
To solve a bunch
to
of
solve
okay.
a bunch of math problems.
All right.
And then they get a little Bitcoin as
Okay.
a thank you
Yeah.
to go along with it.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Well, my friend buys Bitcoins and he just buys things online, or I think maybe through PayPal or something.
Okay.
And maybe it's not through PayPal, but I know he buys things online.
With
So,
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Does he use Bitcoin as an investment? Is he trying to make money off of Bitcoin, or he's just using it?
I think he's just using it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because Bitcoin is anonymous? Is that why he's using it?
I believe so.
Okay. So it's a good way to not know who.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. No problem.
And we're rolling. And hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
I do know that it is a online type of currency.
Okay. So it's money
Yeah.
of some sorts.
Mhm.
Does it have real value?
Yes.
Okay. What government owns it?
What government owns it? I would say the U.S. government.
No, no government owns it. That's
Okay.
that's
Yeah, I was
interesting.
about to say that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
No, I haven't. Because I just feel like it's inconsistent with like it's always going to be low or I don't know. I just haven't.
It's like
re-
the stock market.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
bounces up and down.
Yeah.
So it's not like your credit card where you know a dollar's a dollar and
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So where did you first find out about Bitcoin?
I think when I was probably freshman in high school, so probably like 5 years ago.
Okay, so you've known about it for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Okay. So did you see when it spiked and it went up to like $20,000?
Yeah, I did see that.
Well, we all wish we had some Bitcoin
Yeah,
then, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So for now, no interest in buying it, but you just know about it.
Nah, I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm more of a late bloomer, like with the the trends.
Some more traditional.
Yeah.
Watch
yeah,
what happens.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Have a good day.
I say hi.
Hey,
What do you know about Bitcoin?
that it's a cryptocurrency, and it was one of the first ones started.
Interesting. Have you ever thought about buying any?
If I had the money, I would.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like it's the future of our currency, and I feel like it won't fail in the ways that our currency now is failing, because it's not controlled by anybody. It's completely free. No one's tampering with it, and that's probably why.
So it's very secure,
Yeah.
and no one can mess with your money once you have it.
Exactly.
Okay. Did you know you can buy like $10 US in Bitcoin?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who created Bitcoin?
Nope.
There's a guy named Satoshi, and he's anonymous. No one actually knows who this guy is, and he's like a billionaire because he created it. Interesting. Have you heard of any other cryptocurrencies? Like
Yes.
Ethereum or Ripple?
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Okay, but Bitcoin stands out for you.
Yeah, of course. It's
Because
like
it-
the mainstream
Because it's the first one.
cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you know about Bitcoin?
Nothing.
You never heard of it at all?
I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it though.
What have you heard?
I don't even remember.
It's like money, but it's not money type
Yeah,
of thing.
it reminds me of like Bitmojis.
Oh,
no, it's
okay.
in my hair.
Stand still, hold up. Oh, there you go. All gone. All gone. That was a first for the video. We had a Japanese beetle join the interview. Like Bitmojis, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bitcoin is actually called a cryptocurrency. So
Okay.
it's money you can buy, but it's not owned by a government.
Okay.
It's just kind of like out there. Would you invest in money that's not owned by a government?
I'd have to look more into it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh,
Hello?
what do you know about Bitcoin?
It's based on blockchain technology.
Very interesting. So what's that?
So basically, it's a ledger that allows you to keep track of all the transactions. So there's basically a validity, and it's based on multiple entities being able to validate those transactions. Yeah, verify those transactions. So,
Are you doing a project in Bitcoin by any chance?
what's that?
Are you doing a project with Bitcoin?
No,
by
I
any
am
chance?
not.
Okay. There was a student here earlier that was actually working with a professor
Yeah.
on a blockchain-based.
No, I keep track of it. It's a very interesting technology because that it's not just for money, but
Yeah.
also for
Other things.
yeah, provenance.
Like they were using it for supply chain management.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Do you own any Bitcoin?
no,
Would you ever think about owning Bitcoin?
not at this point.
Do you know who invented Bitcoin?
So apparently it's
Satoshi?
Satoshi
Yeah.
Takamura.
There you go. Very good.
Whose identity has actually been questioned. Yeah.
Yeah, no one
Because
really knows.
No one knows. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay. Have you ever heard of Satoshi's treasure hunt?
no, I have not.
Okay, so that's a treasure hunt going on right now.
Okay.
That's worth $1 million
Uh-huh.
in Bitcoin,
Uh-huh.
and it's got a website, and you can like solve clues for it.
Okay.
And do you treasure hunt at all?
No.
No. Okay. So it's more on the education side of how it works and how it can apply to other things
Mhm.
that are of interest to you.
Okay, that was a question about
The blockchain.
The
So
blockchain.
It's the blockchain that interests you, not the currency.
There is interest. I'm kind of waiting for the appropriate adoption by
Okay.
by other entities. Bigger
So, government, you mean, or financial
commercial.
institutions?
I just so the way I kind of had to, if I had to make an analogy, it's basically the adoption of, well, I don't know, but it's kind of a bad analogy, but seatbelts.
Okay.
You know,
So
yeah,
it's not it's too young for you right now.
right, yeah, right.
Okay.
It is.
Thank you very much.
Yep. You're welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
A little bit.
What do you know?
That it was a bad idea. That it's really tough to multi-thread mines, and it uses a lot of computational resources for no good reason.
Interesting. So the computational thing, why do you say that?
Because you can mine forever and really not get the equivalent dollar value for the coins that you mine for the amount of energy you've consumed. And so what you end up doing is you end up accelerating the life of the computer for no good reason.
So as the complexity goes up for figuring out the hash values, the
value of the mining goes down, right? So if you were in the beginning of it, yeah, you probably had a good deal. I also can't see why anybody would invest in something like that now when it's outside of government control.
So not being government backed is a problem for you?
Huge.
Okay. What about using blockchain technology for other things besides currency?
Maybe. I mean, I'm open to it. I'm not opposed to it. It's just that currency is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, so if you take the currency part out, you know, so let me give an example. There was a student here yesterday, a freshman no less, that's working with a professor to use blockchain technology in supply chain management.
Okay, I can buy that.
Okay. So using it outside of currency, you're for.
Right. I mean, I think it's cool, right? Don't get me wrong, and I like the notion of mining. I just don't like it tied to currency, and it's the value that it's giving back to society is not worth the. It's just not worth the footprint.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.